This is the Model 3 that we'll be test driving right here in Perth, Australia. This is a performance Model 3, Autopilot, enabled on it. There's a bunch of other Teslas here. This is it here.
Alright, first things first, just adjust your mirrors. So actually before that even, your seat controls are down the bottom right. So you've got like one for up, down, forwards and back. And then you've got one at the back that will control the backward part of the seat.
That's fine, the seat's in a good position.
Cool. And then you're just using that left-hand scroll wheel for the mirror.
Left is fine. That's good.
Fantastic. Now the same motions for the steering wheel. It's pretty fun.
Hey, look at that.
Yeah,
Done,
you
man.
can do that. Bring it in towards you and away from you as well. Whatever's comfortable.
Nice.
Alright, cool. What we'll do is we'll go to driving. So this is where you can adjust how you want the car to feel. So acceleration we'll leave on sport, so you can see what the car's capable of. Steering mode, you can have it very light. You can have it. Most people have it on standard or sport, especially if you're plan on going fast. Regen braking and stopping mode are what's going to differentiate driving a Tesla from basically most other cars. So regen braking, as a driver, what it's going to mean is that you're not going to be using the brake a whole lot. You take your foot off the accelerator and the car will in effect brake for you. Okay. You'll notice it as soon as we go down to the cul-de-sac. You get a good feeling for it. Stopping mode, again with the standard car, when you take if you're in drive, you take your foot off the brake, you start to creep forward. With the Tesla, you don't move. Okay, until you press the accelerator.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's basically it for the most part. Like I spoke about earlier, this is your speedo. So now that the car's turned on, we can see we're in park. You're going to have your speed here. When you go to drive, you'll have your visualization of the road. So with your foot firmly on the brake, you have your indicators here on the left-hand side, and on the right-hand side, you've got the gear stick. So if you want to press that firmly down to the bottom, D for drive, and now firmly up to the top. Or for reverse, camera activates. Button on the side, P for park. Okay.
Cool. Same as the Merc then.
Yeah. Cool. Fantastic.
Ready to go?
Yeah, sure. This is basically a supercar, right? So this is 0 to 100 in 3.4 seconds. Very, very quick. It is also the safest car.
So when you let go, it kind of like jolts back. Yeah.
Straight away.
Okay.
But just do be cautious with the accelerator. It doesn't take much.
Okay.
Yeah.
So in terms of driving, the difference you have to get used to is you've got to kind of keep your foot on the accelerator, whereas with the other cars you're used to letting it go a little bit and it'll creep forward.
It. Yeah. With the Tesla, you just kind of stay at a consistent speed. Like a lot of the time, like when I'm doing standard driving, aside from the back roads.
So look at this guy, eh?
Yeah.
Want to go for a drive, mate? We know who's going to win that one. Probably him.
No, this is quicker.
Yeah, I know. Do you want me to go straight?
Yeah, sure thing.
That's the only time you can flex against a Ferrari.
So you see here, when you're accelerating, there's a black bar. Take your foot off the accelerator. Green. So that's energy going back through.
Has this got the full autopilot?
Yeah, this has full self-driving.
Is it enabled in Australia yet?
Yeah. So like you can use it on. It's designed for main roads, and for the most part, that's the majority of that you'll get out of full self-driving in Australia.
Okay.
But like things like auto steer and adaptive cruise control is all inclusive with any Tesla.
Yeah.
But I use full self-driving on the freeway.
Got it.
So the battery pack basically lines the bottom of this vehicle, which does a couple of things. It keeps the center of gravity super low and super centralized, which does a few things. It makes it so that it's very responsive on the drive, but also that it's incredibly hard to flip a Tesla.
Right.
So in terms of safety, it's another benefit.
What do you think of the size, Jasky? Because you're...
Yeah, that's my biggest thing. I think it's good. Like there's plenty of space in the boot. There's plenty of space back there. Yeah.
It's plenty, man.
Yeah. The only thing is
there's a lot of because they haven't got that the transmission tunnel. Yeah. It feels quite roomy in the back.
The only thing with the SUV is just easier. If you want to chuck shit in the back, you've just got that big boot that opens up.
We do sell a smaller amount of the X's and the S's. this is by far the top seller.
Yeah, X just feels like too much of a flex with those doors.
Yeah.
You know, it's just like
Very unpractical.
yeah, you're just rocking up to go, hey, look at the size of my dick.
Yeah.
You do the novated lease through Tesla Finance itself?
Yes, yeah. So
Oh, sorry, Macquarie. That was Macquarie Bank is your preferred provider?
we Macquarie and Pepper.
What's the cost for the subscription of the online service after the 12 months? Once it expires?
So premium connectivity.
Yeah.
Like for the SIM card.
Yeah.
About $10
Per
month.
Per month.
So,
Okay.
yeah. Right, so every car will come with auto steer and adaptive cruise, where it'll keep you within the lines, and it will. Would you like to try that?
The auto drive?
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be great to see.
Sure,
Yeah.
let's go down to the top of the road. So I'll show you what comes inclusive with every car.
Just here, you mean?
And just once we get to the top, we'll go left.
Full automated version is $8,000. Is that what you're saying?
$8,500 pre-tax in Australia. You can turn on adaptive cruise now. Tap down once on the drive seat. Yeah, once. So now it's in adaptive cruise control,
Yeah.
and it will stop for the car in front.
So what, do I need to brake?
No,
Oh.
so it'll brake for you. So you're still controlling the steering here.
Yeah.
As you can see, it notices the red lights, and it'll see when they go green. Right, so red light.
Oh, so it'll accelerate itself when it goes green?
Not when it goes, not based on the
Based on
light,
car, right, yeah.
based on the car. So that portion is being tested in the United States at the moment.
Yeah.
Stopping and starting it at red lights without cars involved, without any other car.
That's pretty cool.
Now once we get through these lights, I'll get you to double tap it down. Do you notice that? It just goes. Once we get over here, it's going to form one lane, so maybe wait till that happens.
That's good. Alright, so what, double tap now?
Double tap down. That's it. No, so once you hear that second beep, so you've got control now,
Yeah.
except for so double tap down. Just don't adjust the steering. So now you've got control again.
Okay, just double tap and don't touch
You're
the steering.
jarring the steering. So like once you go down, let go of the steering.
Let it go, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, there you go. So you're supposed to still keep your hands on the wheel, ready to go. But if you try and fight the steering, it'll assume you want control back, and it'll give it to you.
So what is it, auto driving right now?
That's it. Are you driving?
No, this is
That's nuts.
very scary, but cool.
So you do need to keep your hands on the wheel because it is driver assistance. So you're completely responsible for the vehicle at this point.
Yeah.
Right?
Right, that's absolutely nuts.
That is insane. Okay. Wow.
And then to regain control of the car, just tap your foot lightly on the brake. So you can do that, how you just did it there.
Yeah.
It's quite a jarring way to regain control, right?
Wow, that's fucking scary, but yeah, it's cool.
What you showed then, is that standard or?
That's standard.
That is standard.
That's standard, yeah. So what you're doing, what comes in like with full self-driving,
Yeah.
is your lane changing, lane navigation, so where you're actually changing lanes,
Got it.
and it's doing that for you. You get a feature.
And how accurate is that? Is that
It's perfect. Yeah.
so? What, you can just go point A to point B, and it'll be
No, not there yet. We're not there just yet. But that's the point of full self-driving. Like don't take these words out of my mouth, but like the plan for Tesla eventually is to have the Tesla network set up so these cars will be able to just take you from one spot to another spot and potentially earn you money while doing it, right? And join the Tesla network. So that's why full self-driving is so expensive for the kind of small features, the small little kind of cool tools that you get right now. Like in the States, you don't get traffic light control without full self-driving. So you're locking it in at a price now, as that price will increase with time. So that's the point of it, because over time that like it's going up by $1,000 US July 1st. So it's going to be another $1,000. Most likely in Australia, the effect we'll see on that will be probably 10,000 Australian dollars.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so you kind of lock it in.
You lock it in at a low price and watch it increase.
Even if you change vehicles?
No, so you'll have to get it on the new vehicle as well. Unfortunately, you'll always have it on the vehicle that you set up. But even for resale value, in sense of when you sell the car on, if you want to change vehicle, you've got that's an appreciating kind of feature of the vehicle.
Yeah. Okay.
So when do you think when people be able to utilize that $8,000 feature?
You can utilize it today. Like I said, on the freeway on the way home, I just put it into navigate in Autopilot.
Yeah.
It'll overtake slower cars for me. It'll drive for me. It'll exit the ramp, enter the ramp too.
Wow.
So that happens now, right?
Okay, got it.
That happens right now.
That's awesome.
It's just the features of things like the Tesla network, being able to put in an address and it drive you through city streets like this and get you to your destination. It could be, we don't really know how far. I'm sure people in Tesla know how far, but how far away we are. But I'd be very surprised if it wasn't up and running within the next 5 years.
Got it.
You know, fully functioning. But
Okay.
again, that's just an estimate.
Yeah, you got to check out the engine.
Well, I hope you enjoyed this Carubar test drive review from Perth, Western Australia. This episode starred local comedian Jasky. Now, if you are in the market for a Tesla or any new car, jump onto carubar.com.au and get yourself an amazing special offer, some with savings of up to $20,000. I'll leave a link in the description.
carubar.com.au